Hey guys, it's round three. I'm John Cabora, and we are watching Magic Duels Monday. I finally got it right. Magic Duels Monday. It's not Modern Monday, because I'm not playing Modern, nor am I playing Magic Online. And this hand is great, so I'm going to keep it. Start off on Sigiled Starfish on two. Hopefully, gets me into my second blue source, and we will be humming. Guildleaf Winnower, always a welcome sight. Man, that card is great. That card kills Siege Rhino in Standard. Just FYI. Kills Siege Rhino. Pretty good. Disperse on Starfish. So he wastes a card? That doesn't seem right. I mean, I'll happily replay the Starfish. I don't really have anything else to do. So if he hadn't dispersed, I don't think I would be playing the second Starfish anyway. So I guess this is better than doing nothing. It cost him a card to do that. All right, Perilous Mirror. That is acceptable. Okay, there's my second blue. Second blue, first white. I guess it's just time to settle in. I think this is going to be the mirror here. All right, Reeve Soul on Starfish, of which I have another. Possible that I should have played my other Sigiled Starfish last turn, but I didn't. So there's that. But I mean, I know what I'm doing next turn. It seems like he's a control deck, so I don't think he's got any real way to punish me for tapping for a Sigiled Starfish this turn. Like, for him to punish me like crazy, it would have to be a creature, and it would have to be a creature that has the same power and toughness. Because, I mean, if he taps out for a 5-drop that has different power and toughness, or if he. Unless it's like Guildleaf Winnower. If he has his own Guildleaf Winnower here, I kind of look like an idiot. But I guess that point's moot because he plays Evolving Wilds. Alright, Cat. What's the deal, buddy? What is the matter with you, Roger? There. If I just scratch you on the head long enough, you just be quiet. That's nice. Alright, so he's attacking, obviously just going to snap off a block here. Pretty straightforward stuff. And we move on with our lives. Inspiration. Feels like a good draw. Cruel Revival. He wants to tap out for destroy target 03. I mean, I guess. I'm cool with like taking one for a couple turns. That should have gone to the bottom. I should have realized that I don't need the second white mana at all. I'm just going to be casting Inspiration anyway. Like, I'm never going to need to cast my one. I'm never going to need to cast my copy of Tragic Arrogance throughout the course of this entire match, so don't really know why I did it. But I did it, so I kept it there, and that calculated dismissal now looks ridiculous. So this is a little unfortunate. I've got a bunch of cards in my hand and nothing to do. So while he is like kind of spinning his wheels here, I can't really capitalize on it. I mean, I guess I could play Guildleaf Winnower, leave up Disperse. That actually wouldn't have been a bad play there, but I just I didn't see it. I'm just gonna get dinged for 1. That's fine. Alright, Cat, you're back. We get it. We got it. Alright, Plains. Kind of awkward that I only have 2 blue mana. I can't really play Bone to Ash and Calculated Dismissal in the same turn. Again, that would have been a nice turn there to go for maybe Guildleaf Winnower plus Calculated Dismissal. No, I guess I don't have enough mana for that. But yeah, I really missed I missed a good turn to kind of get him with Guildleaf Winnower. Oh boy. Alright, so more spinning my wheels. I'm kind of content to take 1 here, but he's also like drawing himself out of having no cards in his hand. I'm just kind of giving him a chance to get back into the game. Yeah, this is going to be trouble. Not trouble because he's putting any pressure on me, but trouble because I'm not putting any pressure on him. I'm just kind of letting him get back into the game for free. And it all really comes back to not playing the Guildleaf Winnower with Disperse up while he was tapped out. That was a pretty big mistake. I probably should have been able to identify that my Guildleaf Winnower is going to be pretty bad. I mean, my only legal target for it, I'm imagining, is going to be Guildleaf Winnower, which is not an actual legal target because it's an elf. So, and Guildleaf Winnower can't kill elves. So here we are. Just taking 1 from a Perilous Mirror forever and ever and ever. Okay, so on his end step, I mean, I'm going to go down to 13, and then I'm going to disperse his Perilous Mirror on end step, I think. And then maybe Bone to Ash on the way back down. Yep, I'm at 13. That is correct. And then in his end step, we disperse. And if he wants to like get in a fight over this disperse, that's really fine with me. I don't really care about it either way. It's just better than me discarding to hand size, which if I don't draw a land is what I'm doing. Alright, another disperse. I guess I just let him replay the mirror and then disperse it again. Man, this all seems terrible. It's possible that the line is like Fleshbag Marauder comes into playability on the stack, disperse my own Fleshbag Marauder. That way I'm just using disperse as a removal spell. But yeah, that's what I should be doing. I'm just hemorrhaging mistakes this game. It's kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. Alright, there's telling time. Opponent draws. Plays Perilous Mirror. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna counter it with Bone to Ash. The upshot to this line of play is that I don't really see him having many targets for Bone to Ash. So getting to use it is sooner rather than later and drawing a card seems fine. And then he has Countermand, which is pretty terrible for me. So Countermand trades with my Bone to Ash, and I have to play a second Bone to Ash. And then I draw on Holy Hunger, which against the other mirror in his deck probably is just going to be absolutely terrible. Unless he's only playing one mirror in his deck, which, I mean, I guess it's possible, but it just seems really, really unlikely. All comes back to that Gilleaf Winnower. If I just play that Gilleaf Winnower and have Disperse up, I think I'm in, like, such great shape. I think I don't lose, because at that point, it's like his 3 cards and mirror against my 5 and a Gilleaf Winnower. And that seems like a really great place to be, honestly. But I have to win this game. And I don't actually think I can. I obviously take Countermand here. And I think I want Swamp. Yeah, I don't really need Reef Soul. At this point, I've got more removal in my hand than like he has creatures. So I'm not super worried about it. Whereas Countermand, as long as I keep making my land drops, I can kind of have a turn where Countermand ends up being pretty good. I can play a creature and then try to force it through with Countermand, and then hopefully he taps down enough to where my Mana Leak spell is good. So this is actually pretty bad for me. I just kill it right away. If he's going for it here, that's kind of a problem for me, because it means he's just flooded with options. All right, Countermand. That's... Oh, what on earth? I don't even know how I let that resolve. Calculated dismissal. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh boy. Playing terribly. So I'm never going to get a chance to use that calculated dismissal ever again. It's just going to rot in my hand for this game. Ugh. That's, this is awkward. This is not my best work. All I can hope is to do the same thing as him, just keep drawing cards. Yep, there's another Perilous Mirror. Probably gonna take some damage from that thing. Languish. So good. Exactly what I need. The odds of me getting a 2-for-1 with Languish are pretty close to... Okay. As soon as I was about to say pretty close to 0, he plays another Perilous Mirror. So that's pretty sweet. Attacks me for 1 and a 12. I imagine I'm going to 8 next turn when I Languish. Because, I mean, getting card advantage is still... It's still relevant, still good. Okay, so... I imagine he's keeping around... Yeah, he's keeping Fleshbag Marauder. Putting me to 10. Still snapping off Languish, which is going to put me to 8. And then kind of just where we were before. I have a couple more cards in his hand, but he has 9 more cards in his library and is just on course to win the game. Yeah. I don't know if there's a way I can win this game. Yeah, boy. No idea why I'm countermanding this. No, what? No, what am I doing? Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. This is pretty bad. I can't even tell you what I just watched. It's that bad. Yeah, buddy, I know. I know there's lots of stuff going on outside. What is going on my screen? It's gross. It was not okay. So what I don't like about that, I mean, okay, so that disperse doesn't need to get counterspelled. First of all, I can just let that disperse happen. Secondly, I shouldn't be paying a counterspell when I could just pay 3 to counter the counterspell. That's just that. Ugh, man, it's just really bad. Really, really bad. So here I could have still won, or I could have still like put myself in a position to win. Could have played my own Eyeblight Assassin, then played Fleshbag Marauder, sacrificing my assassin, and he sacrifices his assassin, and then I have a Fleshbag Marauder in play. I mean, it doesn't really stand up against removal, but I've got to get the removal out of his hand, or else like my Guildleaf Winnower can't win. Yeah, I mean, I just waited too long. I thought I was gonna have a better shot. Oh wow, oh, man! And I just run this meteorite out there instead of waiting for him, because I know at this point he has assassin and he has fleshbag marauders, so I should just be waiting for something that a meteorite can hit instead of dealing 2 to him. Like, oh, man, I just make tons of mistakes. Yeah. Sorry, guys. All right, he's got starfish. That's acceptable. Man, so that's really sad because I could have Eyeblight Assassin plus Meteorite this turn instead of having to expose my Guildleaf Winnower in order to kill this 0/3. So that's kind of rough. Yep, there's a removal spell. He's probably got 2 more in his hand. Yep, 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 yep. The crappy thing about Fleshbag Marauder is that I mean I can't really play it. It doesn't count as a creature. It's just basically a 3-mana sorcery speed edict. It's like a 3-mana cruel edict. It's terrible. All right. Well, here I trade 1 for 1 with a perilous mirror. I fully expect him to shoot my guy. He shoots me, so he's got removal. Or maybe his own meteorite that he waited to play because he's smart. Who knows? The world is a magical place, full of mystery and wonder. So the fact that my 2/2 is still alive makes me genuinely curious about what he's got in his hand. Because, I mean, okay, so could be Unholy Hunger, and he knows he can just wait on it. Yeah. I mean, if it's Unholy Hunger, that hit is basically free because he gains 2 off the Unholy Hunger. And either way, like, I mean, a 10-turn clock in this matchup is not, like, it's not enough. It's not anything. He can take 10 from this and it's going to be irrelevant. Our life totals are basically irrelevant. It doesn't really matter. I'm just attacking with this creature because, I mean, it's still correct and I kind of have to. My way to win the game at this point as terrible as it sounds, is just basically for him to have nothing. Which is to say nothing of the mistakes I keep making, like not cracking Evolving Wilds last turn. Pretty bad. Oh boy, 2 basics left in my deck. This is good. Oh, system busy. The game is busy. That's nice. All right, I'll hammer it. I'll just slam it. Why not? He didn't have a counter spell for my 2/2. I guess it's not obvious that he didn't have a counter spell because why counter a 2/2? It doesn't do anything. In the grand scheme of things, it just does nothing. Yep. Counter spell. Can't even calculate a dismissal. Yeah, so if I still had that calculated dismissal in my hand, I could double dismissal this turn. But also, if I had that dismissal in my hand, still this game is just far, far different. So, can't really use hindsight there, I don't think. And there's the last basic out of my deck. No more basics. I have 3 uncastable cards. I mean, I guess Unholy Hunger isn't completely uncastable, but Fleshbag Marauder definitely is. And I'm pretty sure I can't possibly win. Like, I can't win. I mean, I'm going to take a few more draw steps, but, yeah, I don't think I can win anymore. I can't win, and it has nothing to do with me. Like, I'm not really getting unlucky by drawing land. There's a lot of land in my deck. I designed it that way. I am losing because I played very terribly and lost. So, yeah. I would hate for you, viewer, to think or to get the impression that I'm blaming this on poor fortune. When really, I mean, I played very badly. I lost the game because I played badly. Disperse. Ah, yeah. Yeah, see, now there are just too few cards in my deck, and my opponent has a full hand. I just I can't win. I can't win. Literally cannot win. Oh man, the worst possible draw in my deck, Evolving Wilds. That's that's awesome. That's actually pretty great. I can't lie. I'm not even mad. Yep, there's a thing. There's a duder. Yeah, Evolving Wilds just actually does nothing. It doesn't tap for mana. It doesn't fetch a land. It just is kind of a card. By drawing that Evolving Wilds was like my opponent drew a Time Walk. That is how good it was for me to draw. It's like I put a Time Walk in my opponent's hand and cast it for him. Alright, calculated dismissal. I guess he just wants to scry. Because there's no clock in each game. We don't share a clock. But yeah. What this means here is that I just can't win. Because it's already like too many turns gone, and there's nothing I can do. Even if his hand was 6 lands, there's still nothing I can do. So I guess that's it. So that was my first loss. I'm 2-1, and yeah, please stay tuned for round 4.